Let's say that it was not designed to improve safety, first of all. So we have some postulates, and we have to follow safety first. In aviation, safety first, then everything else. But Single European Sky project is designed to try to reduce costs of ATM, first of all. And as a role model, Europe tried to follow USA. But it is not easy, because in United States you have one country, one government, 50-something states, but they are all playing under same rules. And it's much easier when you have 20-something, they're calling this TRACON centers. And in Europe you have, if I'm correct, 64 or something like this, ACCs, so area control centers. So to reduce costs, you have to reduce number of these centers. You have to, for the beginning, that was the idea of Single European Sky, for the beginning, you have to, at least in upper airspace, produce some bigger portions of airspace in order to provide traffic to fly direct routings, to save fuel, to produce less gases, to save some money in that aspect. Also for environment, it is good for environment. It is one of goals also. But safety is, let's say, aside, and the only aim of Single European Sky is to keep safety as it is, or to improve if possible. But Single European Sky as it is not designed to do anything with safety at all in that aspect. We have other projects within all process that are designed to keep safety at that level. For example, I think 3 or 4 years in a row now we have every year information, and it is pronounced that it is the safest year in the aviation ever. We now have this statement several years in a row. Every next year is safest ever, which is good. But it is because of modern systems. It is because of knowledge of air traffic controllers. It is because of professionalism of pilots, because of engineers that are maintaining these systems, and so on and so on. So it's not smart to reduce costs in this domain when you have professionals that are taking care about communicating with aircraft, flying aircraft, maintaining equipment. If you cut there, probably safety will be affected then. Yeah, I just did it in Committee B and C. I had my report about that. We had meeting with the Ukrainian delegation yesterday, and what they told us, it's for some science fiction movie, what is happening there. So I did it in Committee B and C, and I will repeat it again. I compared this, what is happening now over this region that is called, it is one of FIRs. So Ukraine is divided into 5 regions, flight information regions. So it is related to one flight information region that is over Crimea. You know what happened there in March. I think that it was in March. So they had a referendum. They pronounced independence of Crimea out of Ukraine. So it is pronounced as Russian territory now. So because they have center there, ACC area center, they arrived there with military forces, put away controllers from area center, and over the night, but literally over the night, they take over complete center, and starting with operations after a few days in a way that they offer to controllers that have been working there. Who is willing to stay will receive Russian nationality, passport in 2 days, and could stay, and who is not willing to stay could leave. So half of them left to other two centers that are neighboring in Ukraine, neighboring to this one. So they are working now there. And half of them stay, and they are now Russian controllers. They are using emergency frequency, which is prescribed in our job. You could not use emergency frequency if there is no emergency. But they are using emergency frequency to call aircraft on this frequency, to change frequency to some Russian frequency. And then in that aspect, they are controlling traffic over Black Sea. And other two centers in Ukraine are capable to control this traffic also. So they are using announced frequencies. So we have now a situation that same traffic is controlled by two centers or three on two different frequencies, but somebody is stealing somebody's traffic through emergency frequency. It's pure unlawful interference by definition. So because of that, ICAO issued safety warning for all airliners, and EASA repeated this in April in special letter that it is not safe to fly over this region anymore. So all major airliners from Europe, like Lufthansa, like Swiss, KLM, Air France, all major big airliners are not flying anymore there over this area, and it is actually pretty. Let's say there are a lot of flights that are overflying towards Far East, Singapore, Hong Kong, and that routes. It was the shortest way for them. So it's now a lose also for airliners that have to go longer way. It's they said it's maybe I'm not sure, maybe 200 kilometers longer or something like this. But also a fact is that many countries in surrounding lost traffic. For example, in Moldova, they have, I heard just now, a few minutes ago, they have 75% drop of traffic. 75%. And you could imagine what will produce this drop of traffic in some months, money-wise. They will lose controllers, jobs, or salary, I don't know. But it's not only Moldova. There are many countries that are affected now with this region. And of course, that there is a social-wise threat of war in this region.